Isaura Gomes, born May 15, 1950, came to America from her home of Ponta Delgada in the Azores Islands of Portugal. She came here in the year of 1972 by plane. Before she came to America, she was already engaged to John Verissimo. John served in the New Guinea War, and when the war came to an end, he picked up and came to America and gathered papers for Isaura to come over shortly after. Isaura was the first of her family to migrate to America, and when she arrived, the place she settled in was Danbury, Connecticut. 8 days after Isaura arrived in America, she worked in a factory making wires and was paid little to nothing. Through working in factories, she was slowly learning English, and she started to buy English books and attempt to read them to the best of her ability. Not until 6 years later did she become a legal citizen of the United States, so she couldn't find much work. Therefore, her husband was the breadwinner of the household. His profession was carpentry. Isaura didn't have a problem with her husband being the breadwinner because the hardest part for her to adapt to in America was that she had to work every day, whereas in Portugal she worked on and off for only a year. They were both very hard-working people, but still had little to no money. After saving enough money to move into a two-family house, they started to find other ways to make and save more money. In their backyard, her husband had a plot of land that he farmed on. He made vegetables and etc., so they wouldn't have to buy many groceries besides meat. He also grew grapes on that land, and in their two-car garage he would have barrels where he would step on the grapes to mash them up and make wine to sell and give to family. The family that lived in the two-family home with them soon moved out, and by saving their money they were then able to buy the entire house and build their basement into a separate apartment. This came in handy when their three kids grew up because they were able to live in the apartments and save money themselves. Now they have sold that house and made more money for it than they even put in. And they have a new house that John redid on his own. I would have to say that Isaura has achieved the American dream. She lives in a house that her and her husband own and built on their own, and they are both retired and still able to live a luxurious and wealthy life.